Hey guys, so today I bring you function X1 Fansproject chromedome, aka chromedome. And I know there's lots of reviews on this guy already, so I'm just going to go over the main key points, the major flaws of this figure, and that's about it. First of all, his shoulder articulation, it can only go this high up. But you could really resolve that situation by raising up the cockpit on the back. Then you can actually raise it up a little bit higher. To raise up like so. So you could have a little bit greater motion, but as you see, the inner portions of the cockpit will be exposed. And also you'll start to expose these thrusters on the back. That's usually seen only in car mode. So this is a fast way to, if you need more articulation, this is a good way to do so. But honestly, this whole cockpit lid portion, it keeps everything together. Another big problem with articulation is with the leg. It can only go that far up, and I don't know of any solution to this problem. Maybe if you want to rotate the leg, you can actually go like that, but it doesn't really count. Another major flaw with chromedome is with the feet. It goes backwards and forwards great. Especially, it's like on a semi-ratchet joint, but it does not have an ankle rocking joint, so it can't go inside and out. Other than that, all the joints are really tight, and so far all the other articulation points like the elbow, the knee, the waist, and other points are very, very good. I have another issue with mine, as well as seen in some other videos. The sniper rifles, which are pretty neatly molded, they're really, really tight within the hands. Like once you plug it in all the way down, you will have trouble taking it back out. I really, for most of the time, I just leave it stored on the back of his forearms. And if you want, you can imagine them like smokestacks or something. But I really just leave it like that. Another key point um, is with his head. You could only look forward like that, but you can't look upwards, and it could actually rotate. But all the articulation has to do with this little platform right where his neck is located. I saw um, some other reviewers actually just turn this whole platform around so you could raise the head but not lower it. But yeah, that's a quick way of solving that situation. So there he is in his robot form. All in all, pretty good. I like the sleekness of the figure. There's no real kibble that sticks out, and I was really surprised at where the front wheels went. Usually I'm so used to seeing wheels attached to the shoulder or on the back or on the front or something like that, but the front wheels are tucked neatly in the chest, thus filling in the middle part of the robot. But also because the back cockpit does cover up everything nice and tight. Um, however, you do notice the rear wheels on the vehicle mode on the robot because they're on the inside, but for the most part they're hidden quite well. Vilgamore, the transformation is pretty interesting. Um, not It's kind of unique as well. So you pull off the head, and the head, of course. If you see other reviewers, you just extend the legs, extend the abs, and then it'll cover up the eyes on the back, so you don't see the eyes anymore. Then you can actually lift up his arms, and then you have your mini guy right here. There we go. So I'm going to put him to the side. Then I'm going to focus back on this guy. Decent transformation. You want to remove the sniper rifles first, because they do get in the way. Not much, but it does hinder the transformation slightly. Okay, so here we are. And you can either spin the waist around first, which I'm going to do. There we go. And you can open up the crotch piece right here. Oh, actually, no. You don't want to do that first. Sorry, I'll need to transform this guy a couple times. First of all, you want to lift up the rear cockpit area. That's releasing everything. You can raise up the arms, like so. And if you, from the top perspective, you just want to bring it down. Bend the elbow. Turn the hand. Tuck the hand into that empty V-like elbow area. Then this brown flap will go up. You just make sure that stays down. Same thing on the other side. Turn the hand. Tuck the hand into that crevice and keep the flap down. And that's basically it. These tabs, these grip and female and male connecting pieces on the forearm, it does not really connect real well unless you make sure that there's space between here and here, between the wheels and here. And so you will prevent the wheels from actually touching the rest of the body, the rear wheels, so it could actually spin. So then you attach it like so, the female and male connectors. You can try to squeeze it a little bit more if you can, just as long as these two arms stick together, thus creating the back part of the vehicle. And as you already see here, you can see the cockpit form and stuff like that. In this case, yeah, you want to pull down the crotch piece, then you want to slide the whole front chest portion all the way down this track that's aligned right in the middle. Of course, you have to have this aligned. If not, then it's not going to go all the way down. There you go. So once you move this part all the way down, you should have moved it far enough that you can actually rotate the entire waist around. Like so. Like so. Okay. Then you have all these legs and stuff like that. You want to pull these parts down. Not all the way down, but enough. So that it creates enough for clearance so you can actually rotate the feet and the shin around. And you can lift up this part, then lift this part, so you have a flat surface along with the foot that's now on the top part. So once again, make enough clearance, rotate the entire thing, fold the foot up, and fold the chin up. And you're almost there. You're almost done. From here, you want to rotate the leg. So you have the inside portion of the car pointing to the side, outwards. Do that on both sides. Then it will give you the lead. You have this brown patch up here. Then you want to rotate the entire leg back, like so. And while you're doing that, you see this little hole right over here. It will attach to this little tab that's sticking out right over here. It'll make a nice clicking sound after you do so. Oh, well, it should. There we go. Makes me a little nervous, but it works. And of course, if you want to transform it back into a robot, the best way to handle that whole tab is by pushing on the inside of the vehicle cockpit, pushing down on the floor, which will basically pop this out, then you can pull it out without putting too much force on it. Okay, so with that little bit of advice, we'll do the same thing to the other side. Once again, there's a hole, and there's a tab right there on the main body. Slide it in, snaps into place. And finally, you just have the front part. Scoop it open, tuck it down, make sure everything's settled, and push it down. they have these two tabs that actually connect to the front part, which covers the front part pretty well. And as you see here, I already lifted up the control bars of the vehicle. And with that, you want to take this guy, this little mini headmaster. You want to fold him at the waist like regular Legos, I guess, with a limited articulation. There we go. And there's basically a peg on the bottom of his cockpit that you'll put with that little tiny gap that you see my tip of my finger at between his legs, aka his crotch area. So you can push him down onto that little peg in the middle of that. And you want to make sure he's all the way down so you can actually close the cockpit a little bit later. As you see, he's sitting right in there. You bend this part down so he has something to steer the vehicle with. Then you can actually rotate this whole thing down. And it will sit well like that. As you noticed, mine is not really fully connected, so it's hindering the wheel from spinning. As I said, if you pull them a little bit further out, these pegs will basically lock in a little better, thus allowing the wheels to actually spin. Like so. Before it was like this, and they will not spin. It might be due to my transformation, but all in all, they don't really show you that part. Yeah, just make sure that the connection piece is tightened back. Okay, then with the sniper rifles, you can actually plug them back into the forearms or the back of the vehicle. And those peg holes are not really a problem. You can slide those in and out easily. You can push those down because they actually pivot at the handle part. And there we go. We have function X code in vehicle form. And it's really nice. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know, Battle Dome? I forgot what, those old style movies where they basically were in the desert and had to piece their own vehicles together and stuff like that. But I forgot what the story was, but so far it looks pretty nice. Yeah, the only problem I have is with this back piece, and the hands are being way too tight. That's the only problems I have. They're preventing these wheels from spinning. And this one's fine. You can hear it spin pretty well, but not these ones back here. But once I squeeze it on the back, once again, it spins just fine. So I might try to work on the transformation a little bit more. But oh, I got one of the wheels to spin. But that's my only gripe with the vehicle form. I might retransform him again later. But it looks pretty cool. I like the turbine thing on the side. I like how it's a different color. And it has these intake valves or in the front, as you see right here. That looks pretty cool. Has little lights so you can see in the dark. Has these weird looking exhaust things. Maybe even to give us extra power. But yeah, all in all, pretty good. This is definitely a must-have. For Fansproject, it wasn't that expensive. It was on wholesale at the time. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to get him again, but this guy's pretty awesome. If you didn't get him, yeah, hopefully next time. But yeah, pretty awesome. Don't doubt Fansproject when it comes to products. Alright, so hope you guys have a great day, and you guys have a great day. Bye.